Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, RK Tractors, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Wasp Archery, and Realtree.
Alright, today is Saturday, November the 2nd, here in Tennessee. It's the last weekend of bow season. It's a very calm, crisp morning. I think the temperature was 29 when we got out of the truck. This is actually my first hunt of the year. We've had a real crazy fall. Had some extreme weather conditions here not too long ago. As you'll see whenever we do a pan, we've got a bunch of trees down. We had a big storm system come through last weekend, and half our county lost power for 5 days. So we've been doing a lot of cleanup and stuff, and hadn't got to hunt like we wanted this last week. But we're in here on a ridge that we call Bucky Ridge, and we're after a big 8-pointer. Just named him the Big 8. He's a 5-year-old that we've got 3 years of history with. And one of the last cold snaps we had, I got him working a scrape over here on the Cuddyback, about 35 yards. And on the way in, on this road bed, we seen 4 or 5 real good scrapes that have been opened up in the last probably 24 hours. So we're hoping that he'll come through looking for does, and we'll have a surprise for him with the wasp. Get settled in, see what happens. Well, it's about 8 o'clock, or 10 till actually. We had a doe and 2 fawns slip through. Deer, buck, coming up behind them. Little buck, see? Yeah. About 50 yards in front of me. That was exciting for a minute. In the middle of that interview, talking about that doe and 2 fawns, and we had a little 2-year-old 7 or 8 point come up and push them. It's so still and calm. We've barely got any wind this morning. See another one. Okay, so now we got a spike coming in too. So hopefully the action will keep heating up. Like I was saying, we've barely got any wind this morning. But now things are moving, so hopefully the Big 8 will come up here and check something out too. Especially all the commotion he's hearing. Tyler, bigger buck right in front of me. Big buck, I think. I can tell it's bigger. Oh yeah, better deer. Big 8. Oh, stop. Head raised. He did. trying to gather myself. I got the cold shakes and the big buck shakes, because that's the buck we come in here for. I don't know how good of footage we got. He just kind of slipped up behind us, and Walt was having to fight around a limb to try and get him. We were watching a doe, and a little buck come up behind us, and as Walt was turning around to film them, he seen the big 8 coming up from that direction, which that's the direction the wind's blowing, so I guess he was doing what big bucks do, cruising this bedding area on the downwind side. But him, that little buck, and another buck, I think, are running that doe around, so I don't know if she's in heat or about to be. Whew, I can't stop shaking. We had him at 40 yards, but there's no way to get a shot through all that thick stuff over there. I tried grunting, snort wheezing. He'd lift his head up and look, but he never would come. So I just tried rattling, see if maybe it'll get his attention a little more. But whew, pretty good for the first sit of the year. Have your buck you're after come in to bow range and not able to get a shot. Whew. But that's what November does for you, so he's still in the area. He could come back.
Alright, so it's the afternoon of November the 3rd, the last weekend of bow season here in Tennessee. And we've made an adjustment this afternoon. We've been hunting up at the farm, my family farm, after a big 9-point and a deer we call unicorn or the big brown tine. But this afternoon we made the move. We're actually behind my parents' house. Y'all see it here in a minute. We're about 500 yards from it. We're back here on a fence row, and the field beside my parents was a cornfield this year. And the farmer came back in and sowed it in winter wheat, and the deer have been absolutely killing it. Well, and this summer we seen a good buck back here, and we hunt my dad's little place right behind his pond, but that's where the deer was using. About 2 weeks ago he started showing back up, and he's been in here about every night or every other night. And he was actually here yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon, right here, just on top of this little knoll. It kind of makes a knoll. What we're hoping the deer do is they filter out of this bedding area up here behind the camera, and they start working this fence row, trying to pick up easy acorns before they move out in the wheat. We ain't got a lot of shooting windows because we come in here in climbers this afternoon, trying to make something happen before we can get the big sticks out and start chasing them during muzzleloader. So hopefully this afternoon we get a good shooter to come by. I do have a picture of him on my phone that was taken by a buddy of ours at our house that seen him out here. I'll hand it up to Taylor here in a minute and let him show y'all. It looks like a great big tall 8-point, maybe a 10-point. Really don't know what he is. Just know he's a good mature deer, and we've moved in on him and going to try to steal one. We'll see some deer this afternoon. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, so we're doing the closing segment here in my parents' garage. We had deer all over us till dark. We've probably seen 25 or 30, and I don't know how many bucks. Saw two-year-olds, big 6-point, and what would have been an 8-point had one side of his rack was just like a great big spike. So we had a really good sit, saw a lot of deer, saw some cool activity from the deer. Just didn't have the deer show up that we wanted to harvest tonight. But next week we start muzzleloader. The deer are getting right, the does aren't ready. So hopefully by next weekend or middle of next week, they'll be red hot. Y'all stay tuned with us and see what happens.
Well, it's the evening of November the 2nd, and we're back in here on this finger where we videoed Samson a couple days ago. Kind of northwest wind of about 16 miles an hour. We're back in here after this deer Samson. Had a really good hunt this morning. It's really eventful. But to my surprise, we had several mature does come in with no bucks nowhere close by. So, not sure what's going on with that. So hopefully things will get a little bit more interesting this afternoon. My neighbor, we was eating lunch earlier, and I was talking to the neighbor that joins us on the north side. And apparently his son saw a giant yesterday afternoon. And the way he described it, there's no doubt about it, is Samson. But it's not very far from here, so there's no doubt he's on his feet cruising. Hopefully he'll decide to come on back home tonight. We can take care of business, but we're happy to be here. Weather's beautiful. Got great food plot in front of us, a lot of does in the area. I mean, really couldn't ask for anything else, just need that mature buck to show up. But sooner or later it's gonna happen. We will definitely keep you guys updated as our evening progresses. Hopefully we'll have some action here before long. us know if we have any luck between now and the end of the hunt. If we do, we'll pick back up with you. If we don't, we'll pick back up with you in the morning.
Mark.
I just shot Samson. I don't know if I hit him or not. I think I heard him go in his bottom and crash. Oh gosh, I'm sitting here texting my buddy. And I told him I'm going to go ahead and bring all my stuff out. Try something different in the morning. And I ended up put my phone in my pocket. And he come out. I'm talking about just couldn't ask 40-yard shot broadside. I hope I got him. Oh my goodness. I've hunted this deer every single day for the last 6 days. And right here, right now, the last hour of shoot light, he comes through cruising. November the 2nd, baby. November the 2nd. You never know. This is why we live for November. We chase it all year long, and hopefully, with the good Lord's help, we just close the deal on our #1 hit list buck, Illinois. Absolute Illinois giant.
Well, we got some terrible news. We went back and watched the footage and realized that I shot right over the back of Samson. At this point in time, frustration is the best word I know to use. I really don't know what to say. I was to the point that when I realized I missed him, I really just probably didn't have the best attitude in the world. So with that being said, we decided to climb out and ease back to the house this afternoon and try to just kind of get our thoughts together. Of course, we're grateful for every opportunity that we get, grateful for the chance to have a farm up in here in Illinois and to be able to chase these big mature whitetails. But when you put in the work and the hours and just completely miss an easy opportunity to harvest a buck of a lifetime, I mean, you just become speechless at that point. And anyway, make a long story short, we're gonna pack up and head back to Mobile for a few days and then try to rethink our approach moving forward. And we'll keep you guys updated as we decide where we're gonna head to next. But we appreciate you tuning in to Midwest Whitetail, and we'll see you right back here next Friday on the Southeast Show.